All right. Hey, everyone, and welcome. When you're learning a new language, one of the first big hurdles is just talking about what's around you, right? Like, where is stuff? It sounds so simple, but getting those little words, those prepositions, down pat is an absolute game changer. So today, we're going to tackle exactly that. We're mastering Spanish prepositions of place. And to get us started, we're going to ask probably one of the most important questions in the history of language learning. ¿Dónde está el gato? Where's the cat? Seriously, though, this one little question is going to be our guide through this whole thing. We're going to use it to build up our vocab step by step. All right, first things first. Let's start big picture. We're talking about distance, Is something near or is it far? So have a look here. Simple question, right? Is the cat near or is it far? Before we even get to the Spanish words, just think about that. And the answer is just this simple. If it's near, you say it's cerca. So, Ana está cerca. And if it's far away, it's lejos. Paco está lejos. Boom. Cerca and lejos. These are your foundational words for distance. You gotta know them.
But okay, what if you want to be a little more precise? This is where it gets really cool. If something is right here, like right by me, the speaker, you use aquí. If it's kind of over there, maybe near you, the listener, you'd use ahí. And if it's way, way over there, far from both of us, that's allí. See that? Aquí, ahí, allí. It's a great little trick for adding detail.
Okay, so we've got the whole near and far thing down. Now let's zoom in a bit. We're going to look at vertical space, stuff that's up and down. And look who's back, our furry little guide. This time, he's hanging out with the table. So what's the deal? Where is he? So here's our next set of words, and this is great because you've got options. To say on top of, you can use either encima de or sobre. They both work. And for under, you can go with debajo de or bajo. So in one picture, the cat is encima de la mesa, and in the other, he's debajo de la mesa. Easy, right? All right, next up, containment. Pretty straightforward. Is something in something else, or is it out? And for this one, we're swapping out the cat for some fish in a fishbowl. It's the perfect visual. So take a look. Where are they? You got it. When they're swimming around happily inside the bowl, you'd say they are dentro de la pecera. Dentro de is inside. Now, when things take a slightly more dramatic turn and they're outside the bowl, they are fuera de la pecera. Fuera de means outside. Okay, hang on. We need to pause for a second because this is a super important, kind of tricky point. Let's talk about the word en. Now, en is a bit of a chameleon. Its meaning changes depending on the context. See, if you're talking about a flat surface, en means on. So, el gato está en la mesa means the cat is on the table. But if you're talking about a container, en means in. Los peces están en la pecera. The fish are in the fishbowl. Getting this right is one of those things that will make you sound so much more natural. Okay, so we've done up and down and in and out. Now let's talk about the horizontal plane. Stuff like in front of, behind, and next to. And our animal crew is back to help us out. So check them out. Where are they in relation to the furniture? Here we go. For in front of, you actually get two for the price of one, delante de and enfrente de. They're basically interchangeable, so just pick the one you like better. And the opposite? That's detrás de, for behind. So you've got the dog, delante del sillón, and the cat is detrás del sillón. And hey, check it out, more options. I love when languages do this. To say next to, you can use al lado de, or you can say junto a. Both are totally fine. So in this example, el balón está al lado de la silla. The ball's next to the chair. And of course, we absolutely need our left and right. A la izquierda de means to the left of, and a la derecha de is to the right of. These are non-negotiable bread and butter phrases. Super, super useful. Okay, we are almost there. For this last part, we're going to look at some slightly more complex situations, where something's position is described by everything else that's around it. Okay, so just take a second to look at this scene. Lots going on. But let's zoom in on the butterflies. How would you describe where they are? The word you're looking for here is alrededor. It means around. It's the perfect word for this, right? Las mariposas están alrededor de la flor. The butterflies are around the flower.
All right, one last one for us. Anna's back, and this time she's standing with some trees. So how would you describe her location?
And here it is. When something is smack dab in the middle of two other things, you can say entre or en medio de. Both mean between. So Ana está entre los dos árboles. She's between the two trees. And that's pretty much our last piece of vocabulary for today. Okay, so we've covered a ton of ground, but just listening to me talk isn't going to make it stick. The real magic happens when you start using this stuff. So I have a little assignment for you. Right now, I want you to pause this, look around the room you're in, and just start describing things.
Seriously, is your phone al lado de your laptop? Are you sitting delante de a window? The room you're in right now has just become your personal language lab. So really, the only question left to ask is, what can you describe around you right this second? Go for it. Have fun with it.